Greetings, brethren, and sistren. No matter where you are, no matter where you be in the world, greetings from my man, Mikey Jiggs. Morning vibes, just want to talk about the community and just encourage people to share love, spread love, no matter where you are. Same. Well, this is the first of what I hope to be many programs coming out of my little place here, right? And it's about upliftment and encouragement and guidance to my people and my family. You know what I mean? The little community of Central Village where I grew up, and most of Jamaica kind of in a desperate situation. You know what I mean? Where the crime and the violence and all of that is going on. But how can we as one people try to make that place into a more not only stable but less violent community, because that wasn't always how it was. Growing up in a place like Central Village was like a pleasure back in the day, you know what I mean? You could play sports, you could go home anytime you want, late at night, and you would feel comfortable. Now all of that changed. See? But there's much more than that come out of our community. We are great people, and I want people to understand that. So what we'll do on a Saturday morning like this is just vibes, you know what I mean? Later on, I'm going to expand it so that people can call in and we can have a dialogue, right? But for this first 1 hour, what I want to do is just celebrate the community. We start off with Luciana, right? Luciana come out of Central Village, great man that worldwide, right? And we have many, many, many more people coming out of Central Village who is awesome, right? There's lots going on in the community, and we want to see peace reign again. All right. How do we do that? How do we reach out to each other? There's still a school in the community. There's people like Sandra Young who have a basic school who's doing a great job. She goes out every single day and teach our kids. And all of the people who support her, those are people you have to shout out. Just think of the churches in the community and the great work they still do, right? How can we join with the churches to make the community better? All right, it's going to go down to a deeper thing than that, just church and school, because you go to church and you go to school, but when they graduate from school, what is there for them to do? Is there anything in the community that is going to help them to earn a living so they can take care of a family? Because believe me, at a certain point in your life, you're going to want a family. Every youth, right, needs somebody, a partner or a companion at a certain age. So when we start early, so we start really, really, really early, guys, how things set, right? And every youth man knows I want to have a girlfriend, I have kids, I want to take care of them kids, right? There's not enough jobs in the community. How can we do that to make it better so that a man have a job? One time Guinness was there and Sterling Drugs was there, and that's where Wally Pabos kind of get money to feed our kids, right? But right now, some of them things gone, right? Move out of the community. The few factories and people that in the community can only support so many people, right? So we have to think about how we're going to build this place here and make it a little better. What kind of industries can we bring forward in there, right? We can't depend on politicians no more to do that. So private sector and private people and individuals have to decide that they're going to help build the community. And I can tell you this, in particular Central Village, whole heap of people outside a look and I hope so things will get calm so that they can come in and invest in the community. Believe me, not just in sports and party, but in other things. Whole heap of us left Jamaica and left with community, right? And go foreign. We never left and go foreign for stay forever, we left and got foreign because we want to come back and help to build our community and make it better. But guess what? Crime and violence can catch you anywhere, right? I can meet in an accident anywhere there all over the world. But let me tell you this, you have to feel safe in your community. And most of us stay away because we feel safe. We feel safer because we're somewhere else. And because we love the community, and because we talk to people every single day who love that place, like food, the memories, the people them grew up with. Okay? People who want to walk late at night. Let me give you a little point here. Do you know that apart from the tourist attracted places, them like Ocho-Rios and Montego Bay and them place there, Central Village right there, so are the biggest party capital in Jamaica. You know, some more party keep a Central Village where people enjoy themselves and have a good time and talk about it for years. Happen right there in the Central Village. Just think about that. Remember when Brother Son used to be across the road there, so a big time that people internationally used to come stop and reason with Brother Son and get some roots. Just think of one of the first DJ in Jamaica where he come from, Sir Lord Comic. Used to be a Central Village every day. Just think about that. Think about the great Nicky Thomas. Think about the gospel singers we used to live down a big lane. Just think about them people there. Think about Zion Lane, right? And the poet will come out of Central Village named Malachi Smith, world renowned. Man, we had the whole heap of good work all over the place. Think about Donald Minot right now in Serbia, I represent. All right. Think about the youth, them and the young one, then we are coming. Think about Milton Blake, Luciana, Katarankin, Gregory Peck, right? Hugo Brown, and all them man there from Red, some Marvin Brooks from Twickenham Park. Just think about that. And now we have one great new artist named Ginger. The youth there are going to set the pace and are going to do some great work. Milton Blake do a whole lot of good work. Think about Isaiah Mentor, a man we known all over Europe and all over France. But that's not all. That's just the entertainment part of it. What about the football player them and the cricket player them? Once upon a time, Central Village used to cultivate some of the finest cricket and football players them in Jamaica. People who represent Jamaica like Montague Long. People like Barrington Whiteley, who was one of the best youth cricketers in Jamaica, went to St. Jago. Represented the West Indies. Just think about that. Come out of Central Village. We have doctors, lawyers, PhDs, all of them things there. All right? We come from greatness, people. We can do better. All right? We can do better. The music set us away. But let me tell you, man, there's whole heap of greatness coming out of Central Village. I want you to listen to this tune. Okay? The man is. Yeah, man, gotta go deal with them for real. You know, back to the conversation about the community. So, a summertime now, right? And enough brethrens probably a try a thing by organizing some football game or some camp and all of those things. People establishing the community academy, football academy, because let me tell you something. Football academy is a big thing where youth can actually make a living to make the community better and to support them family. And let me tell you this, most of we were left there, so when we make money, we don't just spend it on ourselves, you know. We spend it also to support the community. Me know people will support the community big time and no know about it, right? But no for with about it. I put in really 1 cent penny right there, so. Okay? People call me for research community at Central Village. All right, because I do a PhD in a psychology. And you know what me tell them to do? You see, when them done a one promise them can make to me. That when I ask them to offer some therapy to my people in my community, they will be willing to do that. Because believe me, people are under siege. People can't speak. People can't talk at night. You know, people in them house and them have to speak in hushed tones because they're afraid of who may be outside. Them things they never used to go on, man. All right. And so from every corner of Central Village, Little Lane, Big Lane, Sufferers Heights, and all environments over there, so Backland and all environments over there, so there are places in Central Village when they don't even know them name. Central Village come from Little Lane, Big Lane, and Compound, and Zanian Lane, and Sparling Garden and Twickenham Park, to expand in all of them places where there's probably more than 100 community areas, 50, 60 community in a Central Village. Because people come from different places. Sometimes you hear some name of some places that why I marvel. May I say which part of Central Village them place today? But such is the greatness of I and I. That's all we are as a people. We know how to live too. Okay? Pure survivalists live in a village. We know enough man raised in a village, you know, where hustle every day just for eat. Right? But back to what I'm saying. We are great people. We're great people. All right? Enough of we leave Central Village and expand into the world and become great people. We want to come back. We want to come home to our yard. We love the place. You understand me? All right, scrolling at the bottom, this is a gala where like a sister put on. And she's going to need the support. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to go promote that. Because August 6th, she's going to have a gala. And she's going to have it at the ball field next to Red Cross. Okay? Back in the Sterling Juggs that's how we used to play ball. We want people to call her up and support her. And put the number in the chat right there. All right, so you can support her. That'll go on. All right? Sweet music. It got me rocking. Rocking in a rubber dub style. Dub it in a rubber dub style. I'm rocking in a rubber dub style. Dub it in a rubber dub style. Woke up this morning, music in my head. Give thanks for another day. Woke up this morning with melodies in my head. I'm giving thanks for another day. That's why my day is done mine at 9 to 5. You know, more about Central Village. So we're talking about greatness, right? Because this morning I just that made up on that tip that made up on. So as a lucky youth, my first job was working on Mr. Wilmot betting shop, right? At a starting ground for Wally we as a youth. From once you could have write Mr. Wilmot get a little job, make a little hustling. Never pay you much, but you know what I mean? It's a pocket money. And what do we look forward to it? Sometimes we write all a one bet. And sometimes we win, you know. It introduced us to gambling, and some of us continue to gamble for the rest of our life. But you know it go. Back in the day, them thing they work. And it was very helpful. Mr. Wilmot was a good man. All right? And family continued tradition this by hiring people out of the community. All right? And no for we, Mr. Wilmot, look at $25 on a Saturday morning or a Wednesday and I put me through school, you know. Come here, tell you, say, even when we go to college, we used to come back on a Saturday morning, come write bets at Mr. Wilmot shop. Enough people do it. Enough of we you do it. Okay? So people used to write down at Mr. Watson's, down at Mr. Bridgman shop. All right? And so that was a little thing in there. There were influential people in the community, like Brother Marks and them man there. And if me used to stop every day, Brother Marks, and buy a newspaper and read. How much youth in our village now buy a newspaper and read for the West Side? Not for read. Not for read. Great influential people like Mr. Scott, them, who used to teach up a white man school, come in at the village. Right? Come farm cricket team and farm cricket club for make us better youths. You know what I mean? Just think about, we have doctor, brain surgeon, we come out of Central Village, We have two greatest horse rider them in the world right now, Jackie, we come out of Central Village, Okay? People like Sean Bridgman and them will reach the pinnacle of horse racing. Come out of Central Village. You understand? We get older now, people are my age and all them things. But we can never lose where we are. We should never last where we are. Here's a juvenile who come out of Central Village, where giving us a message. Women don't want to ever forget. Okay? We are going to be doing great things. And we come from greatness. And we have to continue to be great. Same. So, never last your way, brethren. Ginger. Never lost my way. Never turn fool when I reach at the crossroad. Never lost I'm the element of surprise. Yet this of the better shall survive. Yeah. All for the mountains to lift my voice. Angels of the night. You never know. For real. Central Village we come from. That's where we come from. We come from greatness. Same greatness we come from. Never last our way. But I want to go back to another thing, Nestled in the plain of St. Catherine, squeezed between Spanish Town and Ferry, watered by the Rio Cobra and the government built canals, feeding the sugar plantation on either side. We rise strong and confident. From Turnbull Pen to Central Village, dusty lanes and main thoroughfare, rusted zincs to guard our privacy. One standpipe at the head of the lane. Little Lane, Big Lane, Zion Lane, Compound, McBride Hill, that's where we used to skate. Reach the bottom and you see if you are king for the day. Remember when we used to play board ass in the canal? Then you have Russell Lane, Boat Jungle, and we're expanding into a city we call our own complex of community. Tenements, lease land, capture land, Twickenham Park, and Sparling Garden, and that make up Central Village. Some would come and go, but mostly we stayed grounded, banded, and solid in a Central Village. Little misunderstanding sometimes, but we settle that, with a cold beer or a drink of or a gear or a domino. Or on the ball field, because we used to challenge people in a ball game. We form two teams and we just, nobody fight, we just play it out and we win. From these lanes emerged legends, stickers and slicksters, conmen, wise men, Johnny Good, Too Good, geniuses, artists, singers, educators, lawyers, doctors, musicians, accountants, doctors, nurses, politicians, teachers, leaders, space setters, hustlers, builders, contractors, no trade, new trade, big trade, small trade. Indian chief. Did you know we had our own Indian chief? Yes. Prophet. Of course, Prophet was our Indian chief. Yes, my brethren, it's our show. And this is the first of many, I hope. Next week, we'll be back. Malachi Smith in the background. Want to go home. Many of us want to go home. I want to come home. And of course, this year we're going to make it come home. You know what my dream is? To have one big day on the ball field with the whole of we show. And you just come and show your talent. You understand? Because we're always looking out for good people. All right? I want our good people. So hear me. You come from greatness. So I'm going to go out of this with one of the great ones from out of the village. The great Luciana. All right? Luciana to take us out.
There's a time and a place for everything. Wow. See my dog, hold them fire, them go, and I tap out. Hold them boss got lean. But I don't have no time to make them see. Come on, I said I have to see ya. To teach you some roots and culture. I tell them how to feel the life. That's all I am doing. I am. Yeah, just say I have to see ya. To teach you some roots and culture. I tell them how to feel the life. That's all I am doing. I remember older Central and the Niger. Oh, Caesar Noah. Martin Luther King and Marcus too. They never falter. Them and they do them works and them over. So I know they have been learned. I must carry on the words. Why? Just if I have to be seen to teach you some roots and culture. I tell them not to be the that's all.
For real. Luciana the Messenger, take us out. But before I go, this is the first of many, I hope. You can email me, MikeyJiggs@gmail.com. You know, just let me know how you enjoy this. Yeah, you know, all we need is one shot. One shot to make the community better. People are work behind the scenes to make that happen. Okay? I love you, my people, and I see you soon. Mikey Jiggs out.
Cause this place is not your home. Just as I have to be seen to teach you some roots and culture. I tell them not to be real, that's all I am doing. Just as I have to be seen to teach you some roots and culture. I tell them not to be real, that's all I am doing. Just as I have to be seen to teach you some roots and culture. I tell them not to be real, that's all I am doing. Just as I have to be seen to teach you some roots and culture.